Sorry about that. I had nature yell at me right as I started the stream. I guess it is what it is. Hello, everybody. N35, Nura, Adam Rounds. You know they exist. See if there's anybody else I missed in there. Not Sherlock Holmes. I think that's everybody. Scrolling back down. Oh, McPigeon, David N, Linda H, Indy Darkstar. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Not so happy for Ukraine. It has been a long day of air alerts. And I do mean day almost entirely, because like Sumi's been under air alert for 10 hours. Kyiv has been under air alert for 6 hours. And of course, it's only 5 a.m. in Kyiv at the moment. So they've been under air alert since 11 p.m. last night. Well, tonight for us. As you can see, 4 hours 35 minutes ago, 3 hours 18 minutes ago, 2 hours 48 minutes ago, 1 hour 47 minutes ago, and 44 minutes ago, explosions reported. And as you can see, more drones are flying. Explosions reported in Chernivtsi. And more missiles over there. Chernivtsi was like one of the safest regions in Ukraine for a long time. Had not been under air alert basically at all until this month. Well, I shouldn't say air alert, but it hasn't been struck. They've had air alerts, very few, far between, but the first time they got struck was July 12th. And here they are being hit again. Ivano-Frankish getting hit tonight as well. So many others, Lviv, Ternopil, Volyn, Ravine, Zakarpattia, all under air alert. And usually these are considered the safer regions. It's a combination of missiles and drones, as well as glide bombs in the closer areas. So, thoughts and prayers to everybody in Ukraine and under air alert tonight. Stay safe, everybody, and, see you tomorrow, hopefully. I don't know what else to say. It's so cliche. It sounds so cliche, I should say. But please do stay safe. Stay in the air shelters, in the entry halls if you need to. The corridor. Anyways, please be safe. And then especially I've already said that message privately to a few people. Moving on to the operational information as of 8 a.m. regarding the Russian invasion. This is July 20th. This morning for us, yesterday morning for Ukraine. As always, the report starts with glory to Ukraine. The 1,243rd day of the large-scale armed aggression of the Russian Federation against Ukraine has begun. In total, 154 combat clashes took place over the past 24 hours. The enemy launched 4 missiles and 64 airstrikes on the positions of Ukrainian units, using 31 missiles. This is again last night. And dropping 112 guided aerial bombs. In addition, Russia carried out 5,706 artillery strikes, 117 of those were from MLRSs. They also used 3,857 kamikaze drones to cause destruction. Airstrikes were carried out, in particular in the areas of the settlements of Shoshka in Sumy. And again, Shoshka is getting hit tonight, twice. Sharkove, Rodinsky, Mirnograd, Belitsky in Donetsk, Malotokmaka, Chervona Krasny, Novodanlivka, Pavlini, and Primorsky. I'm wondering if that was supposed to say and Primorsky in Donetsk. No, that's not Donetsk, that's Zaporizhia. So it continues on with Vesnivka, Orhiv, Hirogorivka, Rzichny in Zaporizhia, Tahinka in Lviv, in Kherson as well. Over the past day, aviation, missile troops, and artillery units of the Defense Forces of Ukraine struck 7 areas of concentration of enemy personnel, weapons, and equipment, a UAV control point, one artillery system of the Russian invaders. Moving into the Kyiv, explosions reported 2 minutes 49 seconds ago. So yes, another hit happening in Kyiv just now. Going over to the deep state map and the individual directions. In the north, Slobodansk, Sumy, Kursk regions, 21 combat clashes took place over the last day. In addition, the enemy carried out 8 airstrikes, dropping 15 more guided bombs, and carried out an additional 323 artillery shellings of the positions of our troops and settlements. 4 of those were from MLRSs. Again, Deep State starting to update, showing this area clear. It is, let me go drawing here. It's more like this area here has been pushed into at least gray zone or recaptured, at least according to Russian side. Ukrainian side's being a little slow to report just to keep the information out of Russian hands. If they don't know, it will hurt them. Moving to the south Slobodansk region and the Kharkiv area, the Defense Forces repelled 6 enemy attacks near the settlements of Voschansk, Zumystroivka, jumping way back over, Lipsy right here, and Staritsia. Heading over to Kupiansk. 4 attacks by the invaders occurred in the Kupiansk area. The defenders repelled enemy assault actions in the areas of Golubivka and Zarazova. Heading down to the south to Liman, where the enemy attacked 22 times, trying to advance near the settlements of Novomir, Torsky down here, Sira Bryanka down this way, Ridkobub up here, Krivkivka, Chandra Golova, Karpivka, right there, Kolodazny, Bilogorivka, which is up ways here. Where'd it go? It's in here. Do I have to zoom in for it to pop up now, or? Unless they're talking about this one here, Bilogorivka and Hirogorivka. They could be talking about those two, but I thought there was another one, another small village called Girogorivka in this area. I'll have to look that up, but it's not showing up on the map. Anyways, moving on from Liman to Servisk, where our defenders repelled 3 assaults by the occupation forces near Srebryanka. And that is all. In the Kramatorsk direction, 3 clashes were recorded in the Chasiv Yar area, as well as in the Bilagora area. Jumping down to Toretsk, the enemy carried out 9 attacks near Divlivka, Toretsk, and Rusin Yar. Heading over to Pokrovsk area, still the most active area, unfortunately. Our defenders were able to stop 50 assaults by the aggressor in the areas of the settlements of Papivyar, up here next to Rusin Yar, Novo Ekonomishne, Mirolubivka, Lisivka, Udashny, Novosurhivka, Molodetsky. Let me zoom in. There it is. Gorekgov, right there. Jumping over to Shevchenko, Muravka. Jumping down to Oleksivka, and in the direction of Pokrovsk itself. Moving over to the Novopavlivka direction, and you see these little fingers of Russian advances along tree lines and roads, because they're sending troops out on dirt bikes as far as they can get, and their job is to stay alive, and that usually involves cover of tree lines, drainage pipes under roads, or housing in the area. It's how Russia's advancing, and unfortunately how Ukrainians have to try to defend against. Anyways, in the Novopavlivka direction, the defense forces stopped 16 enemy attempts to break through the defensive lines in the areas of the settlements of Shevchenko, down here, Zaporizhia, Andriivka, Klivstov, I do not know where that one's at. I'll have to look that town up. Zeleny K, Voskreshenka, Volinipol, Tremivka, Zelenipol, and in the direction of Malivka. Hello, KKGG, Andrew Petrie. Okay, now I'm curious. Siri Mar says something about the taste gives it away. Nothing compares to it. Are you talking about my mustard? Oh, trying to smoke less. Good for you. I wish you the best of luck in that. I have tried several times and have not succeeded. Uh, oh, prednisone and antibiotics. That's gonna suck. Oh, I was talking about smoking less, Adam. Yeah, after last night, I felt really, really good after my massage yesterday. Like for the first time in months, my legs did not hurt. My back was still a little bit tight, but not bad. And I kind of went out with some friends and oh, I smoked way too much. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Anyways, moving on to the Guliapol direction. The enemy carried out one unsuccessful attack in the Malanivka direction. In the Orhiv direction, the defense forces successfully stopped one enemy assault near Kamensky. And in the Pridniprovsky direction, Kherson area, 6 clashes with the enemy took place. It does not give us where those clashes took place, unfortunately. But moving on to the Volyn and Polizia directions, no signs of offensive formations were detected. Our soldiers continue to inflict significant losses in manpower and equipment on the occupation forces and are actively undermining the enemy's offensive potential in the rear. Goes into the losses for the last day, including one heavy flamethrower system of the Russians. That's usually not covered by the graphics, but we'll go to those shortly. And we end the report with join the defense forces, Razom Peremojemo, and of course, Slava Ukraina. Please don't rub what in. I'm trying to find out. Oh, vape is worse. Yes. Oh, smoking too much, rubbing in, or like I actually felt good enough to actually have social hour. Yeah. This is Friday night, Saturday morning report. For the 19th, Russia lost 1,120 personnel, 7 armored personnel vehicles, 46 artillery systems, 1 MLRS, 1 anti-aircraft warfare system, 163 UAVs, 1 missile, and 112 vehicles. Going to the report for today, the 1,243rd day of the war, July 20th. Russia again lost another 1,040 personnel, bringing the total to 1,041,990 personnel killed or wounded on the Russian side. 3 additional tanks, 9 more APVs, 52 more artillery systems, another MLRS, 270 UAVs, 23 cruise missiles, and 121 vehicles. I get you. Okay, I get you. I'll try not to. Apparently, I don't know if this is just like the standard uh icon for the Crimean Bridge, but someone's saying that it looks to me like they're trying to say the Crimean Bridge is on fire. That'd be nice. Don't know if it is. Haven't seen any reports to that, but I do like the image. Heading back to the air alert map, and still have drones in Zhytomyr, heading towards Ivano-Frankish, and in Vinnytsia. Which leads me to the Summer Sunshine Fun Time campaign. You know, Chungus and myself have been working on getting you guys, you folks, you beautiful people, to donate to try and get this vehicle for the 5th Border Guard Detachment Prime Unit. We get videos from their drone operators about once a week. I'd love to see the videos of them shooting down the Shaheeds. And hopefully we'll get a lot more videos from them when they're doing that, because they'll have a lot more to shoot at, apparently. According to Russian videos showing construction of shells of drones, but no interiors. It's kind of funny, I thought about with that video. Of course, if you donate 100 euros or more, you have your choice of the Fortress pin or the blue or red Summer Sunshine Truck campaign patch from Cars for Ukraine. We haven't had a donation in 2 days. Well, yesterday I didn't stream. Here we are today. But Adam Rounds coming in with another 10 euros. Thank you very much. And of course, thank you to all who have donated. Even you Anana Mooses out there. I love playing the moose. And we just had an increased air threat in Kyiv. Oh, joy. So, yeah, if you want to see a reduction in these air alerts, help these guys get a truck that will have a machine gun on the back to take out these drones that are being launched. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'm hunting for a new house, unfortunately, because the one I really wanted to get is not on the market anymore. Yeah, a new set of drones has been launched. That's why the increased air threat. Thankfully, no missiles are in the air at this moment. So, just the drones, and they're detecting new drones on the way. Fun. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, I'll come back to that one. Unfortunately, if you go to buy a house, and the house I was going to get was right here, but it's not there anymore. Although I did just see this one in the next village over. Smaller land, not as well landscaped. I like the barn. So, hmm. I'm not, it doesn't like jump out at me, but that's a possibility. Well, a lot less land. Uh, House looks in really good shape, though. But anyways, yeah, that's my house is not on the market anymore. Someone snagged it up. Maybe I'll rent a car or something in Kiev and go up there and check out. Maybe they just took it off of Maria. But yeah, I've been hunting and searching and hunting and searching. Um, and kind of have given up on houses and looking at apartments in Kiev itself. As you can tell there, I have a bunch of hearts out there of houses or apartments I like. And the two that sing to me the most is this one here. So a little rough. You can see the windows broken on the balcony. It's a corner apartment, parquet floors. Um, mostly okay. Here, let me get these full screen here. So here's the room with the balcony. Then the reverse of that room. That's the door into the other room, I believe. Then the corner window. I like this. I don't know why, but I like having that corner window thing. There's not much in the kitchen, just the stove and well, a cabinet on the floor. I'll address that in a minute. Like a bookshelf in the entry into the kitchen. Um, Again, that window in the corner. Yeah, that would have to get replaced. Even a bookshelf, storage shelf in the bathroom there. Hot and cold water hookups, which are good. The entry, the corridor. You know, the balcony's not in bad shape. Some sanding and repainting would do it good. Floors are a little rough. You know, would have to get somebody in to sand them or rent the machine to sand them myself. That's the door out into the stairwell. And here's basically the layout. So the entry into the apartment, the corridor with the shower and sink separate from the toilet, entry into the kitchen, the main room with the balcony, and then the secondary bedroom, whatever you want to call it, with the corner windows. Yeah, just a typical place. I like it. And that one's $39.9. A little bit of work needs to be done, but it's doable. Yeah, not a good polish. Chickens aren't good at polishing. They're good at scratching. You know, you guys keep talking about smoking in the chat, and I'm going to light one up. The other one I kind of like is this one here. Again, $39.9, but it's only a one bedroom, one room. So here's the main room with the enclosed balcony. I do like the kitchen setup in here. The only thing, what I don't understand with the Ukrainian apartments is why they don't build in a space around the cabinets for the refrigerator. It's always off on its own somewhere. And in this case, out in the entryway. So there's the entry into the kitchen. The view from the kitchen, you know, the refrigerator's out in the hallway basically. The entryway. Washing machine, toilet, bathtub. No sink. You know, that kind of bugs me a little bit, but I'm sure I could get by without a sink. Just, you know, wash hands in the tub, I guess. But those floors are in perfect condition, or don't need to do anything to the floors. The walls look good. The ceiling looks good. The only thing that might need a little updating is the balcony. But I mean, everything's in good shape. You know, smaller place, but I could live with that. You know, kitchen tiles are in good shape. The floors looks good. You know, I could pick this place up and when I'm not there, rent it out fairly easily. The window looking into the tree, like living in a treehouse, I would love to watch the birds all day. Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. It'd be really It'd be really cool if like what's included. I'd have to check to see what's included with buying this one. But yeah, that view, So you see, like, there's a little walkway down here. The road's out here. I definitely would have to ask if they leave the booty vase. Uh, hey there, Steve Sane. Yeah, we looked at all this now. Um, so that apartment is right there. Literally not a stone's throw away from where I was staying before. So it's like I know the area, I know the metro, I know all this, all the transit and stuff that I need to deal with. Um, and with only being 39.9, I could do the down payment. It's just a matter of if anybody would give me a loan for it. Um, I might need to get my um, business and my registration card or my temporary residency cards all in order beforehand. But so it's that building right there. There's a like a little park water fountain thing right here. Show you that on the map. So it's this building right there. So that would be the building. And you wouldn't think that that street is a major street in a city of 12 million people or so, or whatever it is in Kiev. Oh, there's so much green space in most of the areas of Kiev. Like this little place right here. um, so this used to be my like break spot. I'd walk over to here, take a break here, and then go on to the park down the way. So yeah, the apartment I stayed in is just down this road and off to the left a little bit. What do you mean by visitor tax? So that would be the building right there. Oh, so okay, so it's even facing the apartment's not facing this road, it's facing the other road, the inside. That's always a nicety. But if I can get there, it's much slower on Google Maps than in person. Right there's the Etebe. Um, so all my grocery shopping and other needs can be filled right there. And that's the building right here. Yeah, I went through the shots in the arm. So that's that location. if we come up, oh, I have to remind myself now of where this one's at. So this one's a little farther away from the metros, but I don't mind being that far away from the metro. Right there. So oh geez, I already lost track of where that was. Green line. Okay. So that apartment is right here. And it is this corner apartment right there. So shopping market right there. It's kind of a back street. But like a little, little orchard. Another orchard. So it's kind of like on the edge of the city, but not quite. Preschool, post office, hotel, and like right there would be my bus stops to get down to a metro or to the rest of the city. And I believe the metro stops right here. So, yeah, it's a fair distance to the metro, but it's a walk through the park, literally. Salvador Dali Art Institute. Army Navy goods. Auto shops. If I got that place, I'd invest in one of those electric scooters. If green space is a factor for good mental health, wonder this: do Russian cities have similar green space? And then why is their mental health not higher than fearful psychopathy? Okay. Let's go. We were looking at Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. Let's look at Moscow, the capital of Russia. I see a lot of gray. Oh, there's a park up this way. There's a park. There's a couple parks out this way. So all their green spaces are on the outskirts of the city. A little tiny park here. A little bit of green in between some of the buildings. Now, let me go back to Kyiv. Park, 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 park. See, another park, the zoo, park, park, park. There's different parks all throughout here, all through up here. The only place that really doesn't have much green is like Podil, and they still have green spaces. This is like the green spaces that Russia had. And this is the less green area in Kyiv. Let's see, go up by Vokzalna. And yeah, from the street view, there isn't a whole lot of green spaces, but you get behind the buildings, and each building has its own little park, essentially. Um, University Park there. Ukraine definitely has, well, I'll be more specific. Kyiv has more green space by far than Moscow, and Moscow's a larger city. But you even go into, where the buildings are. You know, here in the U.S., they would have built another building right here, and right here, and right here, and right here. But in Ukraine, they left this for green space for people. Um, even here. And this is one of the things I love about Kyiv is it doesn't matter where you go. You have a green space. Um, Even if it's just a couple trees between you and the next building. Even going into like the newer area. A lot of construction yards, but you get into the housing. And there's green space all over. Along the rail lines and in the industrial areas, you see more gray than green, but for the most part, in the residential area, you see more green than gray by far. Adam says he's stuck on the place that I wanted to get that isn't there. I have probably seen it on your stream, I'm thinking. Yeah, I showed it quite a few times. They may have just taken it off of Dimria. So, like I said, I may rent a car or make some taxis day and just drive out there. Oh, I didn't realize there was a sculpture park right there. Where was it? Where did it go? Up here. Oh yeah, it's a ways up here, but yeah, in this village here, it would have been nice. I did really like it. I don't know why, but it just sang to me. And I haven't really found another house that sings to me, but I do like. Where did it go? There it goes. I do like this place here. Let's see if there's any street view. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's one of these apartments. What floor was that on? Second floor. So that would be my apartment right there. If I can get someone to finance me. And I hate that this is from April of 2019. Google, at least here in the States, like updates every 2 years or so. So, Anteca. So there's my medicine place. A couple little marketplaces. That's kind of neat. Kind of a neat little neighborhood. Hmm. Trolley buses and marshrukas and everything else you need. And it's kind of nice that like I would be in the, come on, get down there. I'd be in the last house towards the buildings. Um, so yeah, I could see it. Small little town, but all you need. And well, let's see. On foot, uh, directions from here. Let's say I was going to take a walk to the metro. Uh, let's see. There's the entrance to the metro. Somewhere in here. Oh, right here. Okay. To here. Okay, that's a bit of walking. And not cutting through the park. 3.5 kilometers to the metro. Oh, darn. I take transit. See, I have 4 bus lines and 6 marshrukas I could grab to go to the metro. Or I could take a cab and be there in 6 minutes. That's not the route I would take if I was in a cab, though. It's also not the route I'd take if I was walking either. Well, that is the route I'd probably take if I was walking, except I'd do more like that, cut through there. Or cut through here. Something like that. And oh, here's an easier way, maybe. So let's drag this one over to here. Oh, it has me going all over. Anyways, I'd find a route through the park that would get me there. And I'm thinking like coming down through here and right across there. So yeah, it says it'd be 42-minute walk. Not bad one. I definitely consider that when I'm in shape and I don't have to be anywhere fast. But yeah, I like that. Yeah, I get the electric scooter. Um, uh, and that'd be something like, oh, I'm going into. The only time I really took the metro is when I was heading into downtown. Um, to get around like the outskirts, it's almost better to take the tramway or um, or just the buses. Um, there's a bus route that I hopped on. Let's see, where was I hopped on the bus here. Took me out here, all the way out here, back down, in, all the way down to here, all the way through here, came back up this way, got off here, and came back up this way. So I mean that bus route does a huge, huge circle. Okay, where do I need to go? um, oh, it'd be. I'll still keep looking for a house, a cheap house, but I don't know. That one, I really did like that one. I'll have to keep looking, obviously. Oh, one of the other ones that's on my list. This is probably third place. Only 35. So there's the entryway. Um, the view out the balcony, the wood paneling. Oh, it's fake brick wall, but still, I like that. Not the best view out the balcony, but once the trees get leaves on them, you may be able to see like that. uh, so again, the fake brick, but still, I just don't. I don't understand the design of this. I think it was a communal apartment before, and like this was the shared kitchen with like four stoves in it. I don't quite understand it. Why did it have two stoves? And yeah, I tried to watch the video and it's just the picture, the same pictures, but moving pictures. I'm like, yeah. But what throws me off is okay, sink right here, toilet's right there, but if you go to shows the toilet here, so there's a sink here. So why is there a sink here? And it just, there's something that does not make sense to me. Two-room apartment, fourth floor. Oh, 14-minute walk from the Droshky metro station. There a metro station I missed? Oh, no. This is this one here. Okay. Never mind. My brain go. Yeah, there's a reason this is my third choice. I just don't understand the layout of the apartment. Hmm, 90. I'll have to keep looking. Anyways. All of Ukraine's back under air alert. Explosions reported in Ivano-Frankish. Missiles reported over Ternopil. And a new set of drones coming in from the sea. Yeah, long night for people in Ukraine. Um, Other transport. Okay, turning a little bit Amish there. Okay, I'm guessing I should be in Moto. Mopeds and scooters. So, scooter from Japan for about 600. Oh, here we go. I want. Uh, it's even a Mustang. Oh, and it's a dump trailer too. uh, Let me think about it. No, that is kind of cool though. Um, Maybe this is not the right kind of scooter I was thinking of. There you go, electric scooters. So a brand new electric scooter. Nah. I know the one I want. This is close to it. But yeah, it's about $500. Let's see if we can find the one I'd really like to get. Uh, hmm. That's not bad, but for that price, someone's really proud. I'm sure there's going to be one of the ones I want. Uh, no, not it. There's one on. There's one scooter I saw in Ukraine that was really interesting. That I'd love to be able to find it to show to you, but I'm guessing whoever has these things, they don't want to get rid of them. Oh, come on. Of course, can't find it when I'm looking for it, but as soon as I stop streaming, one will show up. This might be it, depending on. Not exactly, but it's close. Drift cart, hover cart, gyro scooter. Okay. That looks like something fun for the kids, but here we go. Now this looks like, the electric chairs for your grandma, but these things freaking cook. So like this is all battery right here, and it just goes like crazy. To the point, I think you have to have street or stirrups to put your feet in. Yeah, 35 miles an hour these things go. Yeah, but why would I order from AliExpress when literally this thing right here is under 200 bucks? Yeah, and that's what you can get for that price. There you go. That's the closest you could get right there for 350 from AliExpress. Yeah, 730 bucks retail for on the cheapest. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, well, you guys sold a few things, not very many. Definitely have to go see it in person. But I mean, that's something like what I'm looking for. But uh, 1,000 bucks for an e-bike. I don't know. It's kind of like there's other ones I saw that are a little more hefty. Um, let's see, OLX, Auto, Moto. Uh, I would consider getting one of these. Oh, yeah, no. Um, oh, here we go. 50s retro scooter, just over $1,000. Up to 70 kilometers, 50 kilometers an hour. I'd get the green one. Ooh. There we go. Again, like $1,000. Uh, 50 kilometers, 300,000 kilometer warranty. Or is it 300 kilometer warranty? Delivery by Nova Posta, 2000. Delivery 1500. That was kind of neat. Basically, what you need for getting around. You're not going huge difference distances. That one looks kind of funky. Ah, here we go. This is the one I was looking for. Okay, this one's about 1800. Let's just... No, not the... Those are Model 3. Okay. So, yeah, $1,816. Oh, darn. That's more than I spent on some of my cars in the past, but still. Um, so 1,500 watts, 55 to 65 kilometers, lead acid battery, so much cheaper battery. Capable of 45 kilometers per hour. No, you just get a cover for it. I could see myself tooling around Ukraine in that. What I'd do is find like a tent maker and have them like put a canopy over the back of this. Get a little bedroll to put in the back, and I just go around all over, and that'd be my little camper. Okay, I'm curious if there's anything else like that out there. Okay, a little more expensive, I think. Those are 76. Oh, this one's cheaper, 67. Hey, this looks more like a motorcycle with the back attached. So 35 max speed. 45 kilometers for one charge. That's doable. That's a lot cheaper. Well, $200 cheaper. I mean, if there's enough of these floating around Ukraine, you don't need to worry about buying the battery. You just buy another one, rip the battery out, put it in the one you got. Hmm. There we go. 3-wheel scooter. That's what I need. $750. That's not bad. Up to 35 kilometers an hour. Where's the range? 45 kilometers. That's more than what you need to get around Kiev. Anyways, that's that. Get the off-road version. um, let's check in on explosion in Ivano-Frankish. More drones, more drones, more drones, and more drones. Some areas are starting to come off air alert. Again, looking like a rough night for those in Ukraine. There's a couple things I wanted to chat with. Oh, not that one. That one. Before I go too long without covering this stuff, I want to be done in like a half hour, so I'm gonna have to skip over a lot of this stuff. But I'm gonna go through them as I see them. Yeah, Russians attacking a bunch of balloons that got released into the air. 99 Luft balloons. Looks like it just got wrapped up in the strings and then knocked itself out. This one, yes, I have to show you this one. This is the epitome of farmers anywhere in the world. glide bomb dropping on Servisk. Ukrainian farmers out in the field harvesting their wheat crop. um, Motorcycle assault. There was a pilot shot down and died today, Ukrainian pilot. He was out in a Yak 52 intercepting Shaheeds or in other drones. This is a Garan 2 that exploded outside his aircraft. One of the hits in Rostov today, what's left of the station. Freaking little mosquito. Oh, you seen that? In Sumy, Russians attacked the village of Sviska with 4 UAVs. A 78-year-old woman died in the attack, unfortunately. Yeah, there was not a whole lot for today because that's the end of today's stuff. Last night, Saturday to Sunday night, there's Saturday night to Sunday morning, Russia launched 57 drones, 17 were shot down, which is why fundraisers like this one are so important. Get these guys to... Oh, I got 2 more donations in. These guys are needing the vehicle to be able to go around and intercept Russian drones. That's what we're fundraising for. That's what you can help with. And Slava Ukraina, free all Ukrainian children from officially Anonymous. But we all know who's behind it, Haji. And David H. Anti-system smooth as silk. Take note. Yeah, there's a reason my system's pretty smooth. It has 128 gig of RAM. So when I thought I burnt my RAM chips out, I bought new RAM chips, put them in, took the old ones down to get serviced to the computer store. Oh, it was just a little piece of solder that came off. So they resoldered it, charged me $10, and I now have 128K of RAM, or gig of RAM. So with those 2 donations, we are up to 262606. If I could, I'd donate just 20 more euro point 20 more cents. David, did you plan that? Nope, it just worked. Oh, dang it. That's why I need to quit smoking. It just worked out that way. 11.97, and we somehow it ended up on 262606. I love when numbers do that. The total campaign is at 214,567 with a total of 2,203 donations. Check in on the standings, history of everything, Ukraine Matters, Emu Squad, and the Marchi History, Succumimus, ATP Geopolitics. And we are holding a strong 7th place in front of Lord Hardthrasher, Silicon Curtain, Tanya Fiona. I've watched a few of her videos, and she definitely, her looks do not match her voice. You know, I hate to say it, but, you know, she's a normal person, but her voice, it sounds like, you know, the lady from Exorcist. Don't go into the light. She has a really interesting voice. Definitely check her out if you guys haven't seen her before. The Shills, Baba Yaga Fella, Falcon Fighters Tales, Sprocket Bicycle, Rudy Acosta, Phil Ipner with On the Edge, The Global Gambit, and Terrell Starr. All trying to close out this campaign. You haven't figured out the mouse she carries, Misha? Misha is a Ukrainian word for mouse. So what haven't you figured out? That'd be interesting to hear. Okay, you guys are gonna make me do this, so let's might as well just do this.
Hi, this is
So
long time no see. Was recently under the attack. That is how look my way for dentist appointment. I spent here my childhood because my dad
good example of her voice, but
about daily life, about investments during the war, how his family
so this is before her
his
talk
choice
with
to
Johnny
stay in
FD.
Ukraine and live in Ukraine. So his reaction for the sirens, for the war, and so on. So I hope it will be interesting for you too. And Misha is ready, and we also ready to go. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for
So let's see if she has
and thank you
Mishna
for
on
my
this one.
sponsors that everything this gives me the possibilities to doing my job, and thank you for your coffee, for your matchas, and yeah,
No
thank you.
Mishna. There's Mishna.
Guys, hello from Kyiv. Misha, Manya, and Tanya are in Kyiv with our news updates, and we're going to talk about recent attack that happened.
Everybody said, you know, everybody says she has the voice of a mouse, so she got a mouse as her sidekick. And that's her mouse right there. Oh, Mishna's right there too, right there.
My family and I, we all came together to Kyiv Sea. It's maybe 1 hour from Kyiv, and we all was hoping for relax, but unfortunately it's impossible. Just 5 minutes ago.
But yeah, definitely check her out. How do I get her channel link? I don't know how to do it on the small screen. Okay, let's see.
Hi, this is Dana Fiona. Long time no see. Like I
My dad worked here 30 years. I'm glad
Let's just do
he's
that
not working
and go to
anymore.
this. So if you want to check her out,
how you doing peace in Ukraine? You doing
there's the link to her channel. Looks like Ukraine's not expecting any more drone launches as the border regions are off of air alert. Have to keep an eye on these as we go along. Okay, another really cool video I have to show. AFU soldier takes out a Russian FPV drone with a shotgun barrel. Dude can ride shotgun for me anytime. Wasn't so much a turret toss, but it was a detachment of the turret from exploding ammunition. Well, just threw it a couple feet. You know, it's a 2 out of 10. Okay, what I really wanted to get to. You know, you hear about how, you know, Russians saying how they've improved life so much in the occupied areas and they've rebuilt Mariupol and blah, 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 and stick it up your wazoo, you nut job. This is the city of Donetsk. In Donetsk, there is water once every 3 days. No way to flush the toilet. Donetsk residents usually put a small bag in the toilet, and then these bags are thrown into the trash by those who are normal. Those who are not normal throw them under the windows. The neighbors fight against such people. I will not post photos or videos. Donetsk, in my memory, is a city of roses, a model city. It has always been like that since the Soviet era. The mining region was on a special supply ration. It has always been like that, but not now. Tragedy. That is from Oleg. In a reply to Oleg, in Donetsk and Makiivka, the water situation is sad face, sad face, sad face, sad face, a complete disaster. Translating from officialdom into Russian, there will be no water at all. Survive as best you can. And this has been happening for 4 years. The next stage is an outbreak of intestinal infections. The Republic's leadership reports up how wonderful it is here. We object to Donbass together. Ambitious projects, new Vesyuki airport, business class residential complexes, industry, etc. But there is no water. So yeah, Russia's building a new airport, new residences, new industrial parks. But there's no water. How are they going to build a house if it cannot be supplied with water? Why do we need an airport if the contact line is 20 kilometers away in a straight line? And Gorlovka is being ironed every day, hit by shells. Please, if you have such an opportunity, give this problem wide resonance. 1.3 million people currently live in Donetsk and Makiivka, and all of them will soon be left without water. By the way, there is no water today already. Something indistinct is dripping from the tap. And that's the translation from here. You can pause the stream if you want to check the translations. I know it's not the greatest, but it is pretty close. I'm going to skip that. No, I can't skip that. Zelensky had to award the Order of Freedom to two 16-year-old boys, Trayvan and Mikita, who were killed by Russians in temporarily occupied Berdyansk. 16-year-old boys, and Russians basically executed them. Okay, there's a lot in here that I have to cover, so we're just going to end up going over 11 o'clock, whatever. The GUR, Ukraine's intelligence services, conducted a large-scale cyber operation against the information system of Russia's Gazprom. The company's key data was destroyed: contracts, schedules, tariffs, financial statements, information on supplies, licenses, agreements, and the system responsible for technical management of gas and oil transportation networks were also disabled. I guess Gazprom's going to have some issues the next couple days. The closest flight of the Russian Strela-10 air defense missile near a Ukrainian UAV in Donetsk, after which the air defense system tried to change position but came under attack from the FPV drone. Oh shit, we missed. Get the GTFO. Oh, no, you don't. The other day we watched the Russian supply road with all the destroyed vehicles. Here we get to see a Ukrainian supply road. Hold on. Let me slow this down. Oh, the nets around the road aren't working, huh? What's that right there? There's one Russian FPV. There's another. And I think there's one more up here, but yeah, you don't get to see it enough, so I can't say for sure. But there's at least 2 FPV drones stopped by the net in that one little space.
А, це вже старичок. Ми вже для цих дронів, які русняві, які тут заплутались, в них є вже свої імена там. Іван, Ваня, Ігор, от. Альоша. Альоша це от той, який я дуже давно там висить. Тому що він Альоша. Розумієте.
Well, the drone net's doing their job. EU has imposed sanctions on 2 Chinese banks. Won't spend much time there. And Haji, if you're still listening, here's the story for you. Another 11 Ukrainian children were returned from the temporarily occupied territories and Russia. Children aged 10 to 17 were returned as part of the Bring Kids Back UA initiative. Among them are 5 children from one family who were taken to Russia. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. So the ones in the flags are the kids that were returned. It's so good to see at least a small number of the kids coming back home. Oh, and no captions, but I know we have some Aussies tonight. So Aussie, Ukraine, handshake in the middle. You know what this is. Let me hear some oi oi ois in chat. For those of you that don't know, these are M1A1 Abrams that Australia is shipping to Ukraine. And that was them being loaded on the vehicle, or on the ship. For the next video, you gotta love this. Legion of Freedom for Russia penetrated 30 kilometers deep into occupied Zaporizhia. As a result of a pinpoint explosion of a service car, 3 Akhmat militants were destroyed. Intelligence was also collected regarding logistics, equipment, and command posts of the enemy. Here's the video. And it'll show you just how far into occupied area these guys went. Okay. So we'll come back to that, but go to deep state. Hold on a second. Back that up just a sec. Okay. So right here. So well behind Endahar, they were way in the backfield behind the front lines, doing, well, naughty things to the Russians in their rear. Yep. Cutter off soldiers right there. Making sure the regular Russian troops don't retreat or these guys shoot them. And that is just one of the things they accomplished. And way to go, Legion of Freedom for Russia. Of course, if you guys don't know the backstory on that group, that is a unit for Russian nationals that are fighting for Ukraine to help liberate Russia from Putler. Oh, I gotta love how these things work. Yesterday, Russia attacked Shoshka in Sumy. Sumy is right here. Shoshka, where the heck is it? Right up here. So it's not a very big city, Shoshka. Hit yesterday, hit Friday night, hit again tonight, unfortunately. Such a small city, and Russia is attacking hard. If we go into here, see Shoshka, Sumy, Shoshka, Shoshka. That little town is being hit more than Sumy with glide bombs, missiles, and drones. Let me just check in on Kyiv really quick. So, hour and 50 minutes ago and 20 minutes ago are the last two explosions. And you see what has been going on tonight. This is a video from Saturday in Sumy by Shoshka. AFU Novator armored personnel carrier withstands the strike of an FPV drone and moves on. So you hear the guy call out FPV. The driver said, shit. Hit, nothing happens. props to the Ukrainian welders that put the cage around that vehicle. Repelling a Russian attack in the Lehman direction by the 60th and 63rd Mechanized Brigades. Multiple attacks compilation video. Some pretty boom booms for you to check out. Oops, there goes another rubber tree. Oops, there goes another rubber tree plant. The air alert is finally over in Kyiv. Only took till 7 in the morning. It is 11 o'clock my time right now. So imagine being on air alert from now until 7 in the morning. That's what Kyiv just went through. And we get to the drones for Saturday night or Saturday morning. 379 air targets launched by Russia. 185 UAVs shot down. Let me go down here. 185 shot down, 129 suppressed by electronic warfare. 7 of 12 Iskander KN-23 missiles shot down. 7 of 8 Iskander K missiles shot down. 5 of 15 Kinzhal 101 missiles shot down. And in addition, 7 cruise missiles did not reach their target. Great work by Ukrainians, air defense operators on Friday night to Saturday morning. But I do have one other thing before that, and this is a visual representation of the drones from Friday night and Saturday morning. Dnipro, it's too small for me to read. Kharkiv, Poltava, Shoshka, again, Kyiv, Zhytomyr, and again, too small for me to read. But also continued on towards Lutisk, southern Lviv Oblast, Odessa, and Kherson as well. You know, working with what they have and still putting up those numbers is amazing. At this point, it is 41 days until I'm in Ukraine. Still trying to juggle around a doctor appointment that I have in Kyiv to restart my therapy there. See what Dennis has. He put out a video. Okay. Residential complex in Kyiv that was attacked tonight. So again, this is Kyiv. That's the entrances to one of the metros. Why? And this is the metro. unfortunately filling up with smoke because of the attack just outside the entrance. So this was 10 o'clock. Alarm for all of Ukraine due to takeoff of a MiG-31. Launch of a high-speed target. Ivano-Frankish head to the shelter. Explosions were heard in the city. That was an hour ago, 10 p.m. my time. Consequences of the enemy's night attack on Kyiv as of 6 a.m. In the Darnitsky district, fire on the roof of a multi-story building and a non-residential building. Fire in a supermarket. 2 more fires in unspecified locations. In the Shevchensky district, fire in a residential building. Balconies are burning in another location. The entrance of the Lukyanivsky metro station was damaged. We just saw the video of that. In the Dniprovsky district, fire in the market stalls and debris falling onto the territory of a kindergarten. In the Solomansky district, warehouse premises are on fire. Currently, 1 person is known to have died and 2 are injured. At night, the enemy launched 12 drone strikes on Kyiv district of Kharkiv. One of the strikes hit near a multi-apartment residential building. Reports indicate broken windows, damage to the tram tracks and electric wires. Fire broke out near the building. There was also a hit on a civilian business. Preliminary, no casualties in Kharkiv so far. Traffic on the red line of Kyiv Metro is temporarily operating up to Vokzalna. Due to technical reasons, train movement on Starovsenko to Borvaska Metro line is occurring from Akademistechno station to Vokzalna station. Rocket threat canceled. Drone attacks continued. Ivano-Frankish was hit by a combined attack of UAV and missiles. Damage to infrastructure is known in 3 villages of the community. There are light casualties in one of the villages. Other consequences and the scale of destruction is being clarified. That was 10:30. Consequences of the attack on the second video shows the entrance to the Lukyanivsky metro station. This is, I've been here. I know this metro station. I hate saying that like that, but the enemy struck the Vasilivka district of Zaporizhia, resulting in 3 people being injured. And of course, the drones are ongoing. Let me go to Google Maps here. Zoom out, zoom over, and zoom in. So it's this metro station right here. Okay, so it's changed a bit since 2015. But if you go right down this road, the tramway runs up this road. And so basically the tramway stop is right here. And the metro entrance is right here. So you hop off the tramway and come to the metro. Um, there it is. So it's marked in the wrong location on the map. And of course, there's a bus in the way. So, yeah, that's the metro station that got hit. So, yeah, like I said, the tramway stops right here. You get off here. There's the metro. There's a little shopping district here, a little babushka market that forms every weekend right through here, down this sidewalk. Oh, okay, nature's yelling at me again. I'll be right back. I apologize. Have chair entertain you. Ooh. I was working out in my garage today. Just trying to organize stuff so I can work on the room a little bit easier. And it was basically a sauna today. Between 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock, I had drank 2 liters of water to rehydrate myself after that. Now I'm paying the price. Vaccines, ick. Projected efficiency rates data for each version are info available online, so nurses shots don't usually discuss that. Ooh. So, yeah, this tramway, let's see if it does the route of the tramway. Nope. Basically, it runs along this route here, down here, across here, down this way, and does an entire loop around the city. I would normally hop on the tramway right here, and it's just right down the street from where I was staying. And depending on where I needed to go, I'd ride the tramway for 8 hryvnia, like 4 cents, something crazy like that. Come over here, get on the metro, and for like 16 hryvnia total, like 25 cents maybe, Not even, like 20 cents total. I could be anywhere in the city. The blue line, red line, and then the green line, you can pretty much reach anywhere in the city. And that was a tram ride, a 5-minute walk, a tram ride, and getting in the metro. Anywhere in the city. It'd be a little bit different for, this place here that I'm looking at. Oh darn, it's a bus ride down one street. Hop on the metro there and done. Again, one bus to this metro and done. So pretty easy access to both the red and the green line from that location. For money, people are doing this? Doing what? Where's the grocery store for this one up here? So that'd be the apartment right there. The Etaba is right here. And so like this is like the home goods store, like the discount home goods store. So laundry detergent, I need to shaving cream, cleaning supplies. So yeah, like that would be that place. But then Etebe is right there. And so lemons. 1 kilogram of lemons for 25 hryvnia. 2.2 pounds of lemons for, might as well just say 50 cents. I can't see any of those clear enough to tell what they are for sure. But again, like $1, 50 cents, $1.50, 50 cents. Maybe the cat and dog food. They got Corona. You beer drinkers will be happy. Duracell batteries with the bunny. I thought that was kind of funny. I didn't realize this until a couple days ago. The Energizer bunny is only the Energizer bunny in America. Everywhere else, it's Duracell that has the bunny. Trying to see something else with prices on it. Okay, there you go, candy lovers. Snickers Super Plus One, $22.60. Twix. Basically 12 hryvnia. So M&M's, Skittles, Mars bars, Twix, Snickers is about the only American candies they really have over there. No Reese's peanut butter cups or stuff like that, but there you go, all the winos out there. So $1.50. Oh, this must be really good stuff. This is over $4 or $3. So I think that's the most expensive wine I see, and that's 150 hryvnia, which is about $5. Oh, the milk in Ukraine. This is how your milk comes in Ukraine. It's about what is it, 1 liter? I can't remember. I think it's 1 liter, but it's 3.2%, 6.2, or 2.6. Dang it, freaking 6.2% fat. That'd be interesting. But yeah, 50 cents for a liter of milk. Smetana. When you're getting smetana, you have to look at the percentages. Because you see, like, this one's 21%, this one's 15%, this one's 20%. It just tells you the percentage of cream that's in them, but it does make a difference. Dang, that's a lot of 40s. Okay, I know that doesn't look appetizing, but these fruit, I'll let you, if you want to figure them out, check them out. Here we go. From February 2022, cherry tomatoes, 1 kilo for $2. So $1 a pound, less than $1 a pound. 60 hryvnia, so $1.50 a kilo. A kilo's 2.2 pounds again. 21 hryvnia for a kilo of carrots, about 50 cents. I can't tell what that is. It might be apples. But still, if that is a bag of apples, 15 hryvnia for a bag of apples. Ooh, getting windy. There you go, staple of life, potatoes. Capustio. What it is there's a fruit out there that is not edible until it's almost rotten. And then you squeeze it and suck the juices out of the middle of it. But the outside of it looks horrible. But it tastes good. It's one of those weird fruits that you won't see in an American market because it looks unappetizing. Anyways, 1 kilogram, 2.2 pounds of potatoes for $15.99. So 16 hryvnia. 8 hryvnia for a pound. Basically 8 hryvnia for a pound of potatoes. What is that? Caviar? Oh, the caviar is expensive. So, again, 2020, so not that long ago, 45 hryvnia for a kilo of apples. When was this? 2017? Okay, there was a lot of inflation since 2017. If I remember, the exchange rate was like 25 hryvnia to the dollar. So 8 hryvnia for a 1 liter of Pepsi. It'd be 40 cents. Let's see, when was this? 2019. So onions, about 50 cents for a pound of onions. But that's the ATB. January 2017, so that's like a lot of snow for Kyiv. Okay, have a good one, Steve. Yeah, I need to head out too. Yeah, snow on the ground and people are still hanging their clothes outside to dry. But literally, I mean, that's my grocery store walk would be there. uh, pharmacy right there, another pharmacy right there. So I have competing pharmacies. It looks like there's a bunch of little kiosk shops right here. So sometimes these kiosk shops are going to be way cheaper than like the ATB or anything else. So that's the produce. There's cigarettes, sodas. You're basically your convenience store. I like it. I could deal with that neighborhood. In case you're wondering what these are, is basically garage spots for a car. Unfortunately, since the war, a lot of people have been renting these out and living in them. Right next to a little dacha area. Oh, look, if I don't like that ATB, I could just come down to... Oh, where'd it go? There's another ATB. There's a Slippo right there. A Mega Market. Let's see what the Mega Mart is like. Come on. Okay, fine. Don't play. Oh, it looks like a pretty big place. Looks like a very nice wine collection. See if we can zoom in to see prices. So 2 bell peppers will cost you about 75 cents. Let's see over here. Looks like apples for $1.50 a kilo to $2 a kilo. This store is looking a little expensive. So I'm guessing this is like the Walmart of stores. Mega Market. Oh yeah, they give you little gloves to pick up your fruit with. But yeah, plenty of stuff to go shopping around here. But the other nice part about this is, okay, right there's the apartment I'm looking at. So come down here, go up this street, and Lavina Mall is right here. And this is a huge mall. Epicenter is right there. They have a nice movie theater with like lounge chair seating and a huge food court. Anything I'd need, I could easily find here. Of course, mall and mall prices. This is the thing I thought was really weird is like all the malls in Ukraine have a grocery store in them. So, shop your latest fashions and pick up lunch. But there's something in here I wish I could find to show you. Oh yeah, the fountain. Oh yeah, that is loud. They have a fountain light show. Dragon sculpture, but come on, where it be? Where it be? There's one thing in particular I'm looking for, and I don't know if they have the pictures of it. So that is the the theater. I went and watched a couple movies there with my friend in Ukraine, in Kiev. So the flip side, the fountain's right behind them, and they have a DJ up there with different performances. Sounds like a grab bag. You never know what you're gonna get when you go into the... But there's like a little carnival area in here too, and that's what I'm looking for, and I can't seem to... find the pictures for it. Oh, I ate at that place. Okay, it's just not going to let me show you. Okay, fine. Galaxy Family Amusement Park. So this is right inside the mall. Now you can have your little roller coaster ride, a couple other rides. Yeah, let's play this one. And yes, it does take you upside down. A lot of people that smoke in Ukraine grow tobacco on their in their dashas or in their greenhouses or whatever, and they smoke what they grow. Bumper cars. So as you can imagine, it's not a huge like theme park, but you know, for a little getaway for the day. Oh, let's go on a couple rides and go to the movies. And I just thought that was cool. So that's that's not far away at all, like right there to there. Um, oh, that's a huge cemetery. But you have to remember, Kiev's been around for what, for something? So 1600 years. Aroma of coffee. Oh, there's another ATB market. Art Pizza. Yeah, I have to definitely go check this area out. Retroville. Brochan. Okay, another a Coca-Cola Ferris wheel. Oh, just another mall. So again, and again, the supermarket in the mall. Girls on stilts. Oh, that's what I should do. Okay. I'm going to call it a night. I've gone way over and I need to sleep too. So I got my cider is empty now. Covered all I wanted to cover and then some. And I'll have to keep hunting, but we'll see what we find. Have a good night. Stay safe, everybody. And please remember, it is linked to the top of chat and pinned to the top of chat and linked in the description below. We are at 2626 with 64 donations. Trying to get to 11,000 to get these guys the truck they need. So if you can, please donate. If you can't, hit the like and subscribe buttons if you're not subscribed. Help spread the word to other people that might be able to help fund this truck. On that note, stay safe. Have a good night and hope that the air alert's clear for Ukraine for the rest of the day. Planned explosions in Kyiv, so getting rid of ordnance. Have a good night, everyone, and I will see you next time.